World-renowned artist and UNESCO ambassador, His Excellency Jamaal Rolle, is using his talent to uplift, inspire, and heal one painting at a time. And he's here to discuss with us art in action, murals, meaning, and a meeting with the Pope. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning, Bahamas. It is so good to be here.
Awesome. So you are, world-renowned artist. Just tell us a little bit about that, because I know you grew up here, you went to a public school here, you've had art teachers that have inspired you. Just tell us a little bit about that journey for you.
I came from Iron Billy, and I always was that student who the teachers would asked to help draw stuff for Thanksgiving and parties.
Yeah.
And people would ask me to help draw their science projects. And so I started charging students $1.
Really? So you were the businessman from small.
Yeah, and it started off with me doing a funny caricature of my teacher, and I was really being mischievous. And as we sent this cartoon around of the teacher, he found it.
Oh boy.
But instead of scolding me, he paid me for it.
Did he? How much did he pay you for this?
He paid me $10 and said, wow, I thought, I was going to be punished, but he paid me for it. That was a defining point in my life, because that was my first sale and the start of my career. Because after that, I just draw every other teacher and charged them for it. And I started to sort of add a business acumen to my art. And that hasn't stopped till this very day. It still is going on.
Wow, that is so powerful. I love how you mentioned that the teacher responded in that way, because sometimes it's the way that we respond to things that can really, make or break an individual. So that's awesome. So you got your start from then.
From then,
wow.
From school, I was drawing, trying to see how I could monetize the art as well as make the art more meaningful.
I love that. And we've got murals all downtown. I've been seeing them go up. I'm always like, I'm watching, like I saw the one with the turtle. Then there was the image with the 3 individuals just in front of, close to Majestic Tours there. Yes. Tell us about that particular project that's going on. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful project by the Ministry of Tourism. Shout out to the Honorable Chester Cooper, the TDC. Shout out to Anthony Boswick, who embarked on bringing downtown to life, revitalizing it with color and art, and choosing me as the coordinator for the project. And I'm happy that we've worked with a cadre of Bahamian artists who are very talented. Darrell Wallace, Angelica Wallace Whitfield, Rashid Demerit, and we've gotten a tremendous response in kindness of how much people love the portrait, love the paintings all over downtown. And so just look out, there are a lot more pieces coming out downtown.
Okay. So is the idea then just to go all the way downtown with art pieces all along the walls?
Yes, we want to transform downtown into a sort of a art district to differentiate us from the other Caribbean downtowns. We want to reflect our culture, not just murals and just portraits and stuff. And it's gonna be sculptures. We want to get the musicians downtown. We wanted the sound of downtown to sound Bahamian. So this is gonna be a myriad of creativity happening to help transform downtown.
Yeah. And how are the artists for this project selected? Because I know you said that you're the coordinator, but how do you select the artists for this?
Well, Ministry of Tourism, I put out a call and a competition for artists to submit their works. And then they chose the artists to work with based on what they submitted. And I got a chance to work with them to help guide them. A lot of them are talented artists who didn't really need much guidance, but just to keep each style, the variance of styles, to appeal to the multiple audience that come. So that's really was my role. Okay. But these artists, we have some Bahamians are the most talented people in the world.
Yeah, I agree with that. So you just give them a flat, a blank surface, a blank canvas, and tell them go for it.
Yes.
So is there a theme, though, with all of the art pieces that are going up? Is there a generalized theme?
No, it isn't general. It's just generalizing, promoting the Bahamas, really.
Okay. Okay, so it's just left up to the artist.
Yes, yes.
I love that.
And I'm happy that artists have the freedom to use their creativity and not be placed in a box.
Yeah, and then there's that art piece as well of the mural, actually, of Jonquil Jones. Tell us about that one.
Well, when John Quill Jones won the championship and the MVP as a Bahamian, I was proud. I think it said a lot for the little girl who in Bay in Town, who in Montel Heights, who in Freeport, and who have that dream of becoming a WNBA player, to look at someone who's from the very soil that you grew up on. I feel like it's one of the, for me, it's one of my biggest murals, even in scale, not just in scale, but just in meaning. To pay tribute to my fellow Bahamian was something that really held me here with pride as an artist.
I love that. And then the Exuma icon. Tell us a little bit about that and what that represents.
Yeah, Ministry of Tourism, again, I'm embarked on creating these iconic sculptures of the island names, which started with Exuma so far, but we're working on some more islands, to give color and flair and to create something that's different from the other regular name sculptures that you would see around other countries. We wanted to add more color to look like us, to add some flavor of Junkanoo. For the Exuma one, I've, took inspiration in the colors from my mentor, the late Paul Knowles. A lot of the color schemes that I use today, I was able to infuse it in my art, in particularly that Exuma sculpture.
Okay. And then, I mean, not only are you going around the world doing art, but you're also meeting amazing people. You met Pope Francis. Tell us about that. And now the late Pope Francis. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, that experience was so interesting because I was sort of a novice flyer. I had only traveled once, and I had an epiphany. This crazy artist thing just jumped in my mind. They say, paint the Pope. I mean, I'm not even Catholic. I don't know why. paint the Pope.
The message was there.
I was just, and it was so, and I'm like, what's the Pope doing in my head? And then I woke up and I saw that, okay, he was Time Magazine Person of the Year at the time. And I'm like, I can't get rid of this Pope. And I did the portrait. I just learned to obey the voice. And I was speaking to this group of creatives and I was just telling them about my latest piece. This is this Pope, and I'm stuck with this big, giant portrait of the Pope. I don't know what to do, and I was just telling them I just painted it because I just obeyed that voice to say, paint the Pope. And at the end, one of the ladies said to me that, well, my dad is a politician, and they're going to meet the Pope in like 3 weeks. I'm like, what?
Opportunity.
And so I embarked on how I looked at it as, well, we're going to meet the Pope.
So you just like push yourself in there.
Myself ahead of the whole thing. They coming with me to meet the Pope.
Because you got the painting.
Yes.
And you presented that.
Yes. So
wow, that's amazing.
It was a brilliant opportunity.
Yeah.
As a leader, Ismail Nuri was very instrumental in helping me bring that project together. I wrote some letters to the papal nuncio, and expressing that this is what we wanted to do. And a few months, I got a letter from the Vatican inviting me to have an audience with the Pope.
That's awesome. I mean, congratulations to you for all the work that you're doing and through art. That's amazing. You're awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Bahamas at Sunrise. Be sure to go downtown and check out all those wonderful art pieces. We'll be right back.